my dear friends. I'm Kavita, and today I welcome you again with a great master who is an entrepreneur by profession, and we will listen his journey in a brief. And from Bhopal, who has started his journey 2 years back, but in this 2 years, there's a tremendous transformation in his life. So, Nikhil Kaushik ji is with us from Bhopal. Nikhil ji, welcome in this show of Be a Master.
Thank you so much.
So yes, please share something about you. Like, how did you start your meditation journey?
I'll start with my professional career once again.
Yes, please.
See, my name is Nikhil Kaushik, and I belong to Bhopal. And since more than 62 years, I've been in Bhopal. I started my professional life in the year 1979 and served BHL Bhopal for almost a period of 10 years, up to 1989. I was ambitious, so I left the job and decided to go on my own as an entrepreneur. So 1995, I got attached to one company that was Allen Bradley, which is an American company dealing in industrial automation. So we became their system integrator from 95 onwards. And this company was basically dealing in all sorts of industrial automation, process automation, factory automation. In addition, when we got this opportunity, we found that we need to diversify ourselves in manufacturing. So we established a complete manufacturing facility and had a full-fledged setup for manufacture of panels for automation equipments. As we diversified, things were going as per plan and things moved the way we chose and decided. The destiny was taking us along the path that I had chosen. But then things started turning up 2011, where we went into a financial turmoil, irrespective of all the efforts that I was making to ensure that we grow from where we were and tie down the tide that was coming up. But we realized a little late that the destiny was holding something better for us. I'm seeing it better at this point of time because I can see it in my flashback that the time which I am in right now is much, much better. See, initially in 2014, till the time I was an entrepreneur, things were changing, the direction was changing, but I was not really aware as to what is happening in my life. If I say financially, things had come to a big zero at that point of time, and I lost almost all the earnings that I had made for this part of the life. So it was basically setting at naught and then rising like a phoenix. So in 2014, some gentleman walked in our life and he helped us in preparing us mentally for the next part of our journey, for which we were not aware as to what is going to unfold in this stage of the life. We were truly taken aback with what has happened in before 2014. But yet, we mustered all courage, and with that gentleman's help, we started this journey. We were consecrated. He taught us many of the spiritual things, and he said, you please do this, including some sadhanas like chakra sadhana, dhyan, and recital of some mantras for which we were consecrated. We started doing it. We had all the time in the world because there was no assignment as of such and no commitment in the outer world. During that period, I had also suffered prostate problem. And the doctor had advised me that I need to go in for an operation. I was truly reluctant. I never wanted to go for any operation on my body.
So could you please elaborate like what exact issue you used to have? How much time it took to cure?
Basically, prostate is a gland that is in the urinary bladder.
Mhm.
That gland grows up and it restricts the flow of urine.
Okay.
The bladder doesn't get evacuated completely, and there is always some retention of urine in the bladder. Now, this retention of urine is harmful because it causes a severe infection.
Right. Yeah.
In the bladder. So it has to be every time once go for urination, it has to be evacuated fully. So the reason is this retention of urine was resulting into that I had to go for loo every 20-30 minutes during the day. And if I retain for a longer duration, it doesn't comes out easily. It's mainly a problem with men who enter in their 50s or 60s. And the present way of medical solution is they go for endoscopy operation for removal of the excess gland that has grown.
Mhm.
I never wanted to go for that operation. So when I started doing this chakra sadhana and all these mantras and sadhana, it took me almost 1.5 years to come out of that issue. And I was perfect. Prior to that, even driving my car, say 200 kilometers, which is a 4-hour journey, it was not possible for me. But now today, where I was 2014, it is 2022. Means almost 8 years. I can now drive my car for 300 kilometers non-stop.
Wow. Wow. That is something, miracle, I can say, because nowadays in the times of medication, people generally
Yes.
choose other things like operations and all those things, but you have chosen something which is uh, organic, we can say, spiritual, and
Yeah.
that right way of living. That is, yeah. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Then in addition, I'm basically a vegetarian. Till 99, I used to have non-veg.
Mhm.
I was not a drinker, I'll say. But yes, I was a non-veg. But suddenly 99, it so happened that I felt I should give up. And then in 1999, I gave up non-veg. And I don't know, some or the other, I started reciting Gayatri Mantra. And that was the beginning of my spiritual journey, I'll say that way. I read a couple of books by Sri Ram Sharma ji also. That has given a lot of eye-opening to me, a lot of gyan, I'll say. And I continued this thing till 2014.
So which kind of spiritual books those are? Like what you have taken from those books?
See, earlier to that, in my earlier part of my life, I'll say when I was young, okay, that goes back to my college days, 77, 78, 79. I was attached with Munger School of Yoga,
Okay.
which is in Bihar.
Yeah.
And I used to regularly subscribe to their magazine Yoga and also to their books. So I was reading books right from that point of time. And then at that time, I used to do yoga. But incidentally, during my professional life, everything got discontinued. It was only 99 when suddenly the tide changed and I started reciting Gayatri Mantra. And that was almost regular, I'll say. Say out of 300 days, at least I used to recite it for 200, 250 days. It was like that. Still, I was not that regular as one should be. But in 2014, when the things changed and I was consecrated for Durga Shapshati by Shivanandji Baba, when I joined Shiv Yoga, I was pretty regular on that. And when I was reciting it after a year's time, I observed there were a lot of physical changes in my body. At least on the chakra centers, I used to find that when I used to recite that, because it is said that Durga Shapshati need to be spoken. You have to be vocal about it. So when I used to do that, it used to create a lot of forces in my body at different points, whereby I used to find it was resulting into release of energy. And this release of energy was in the form of crying during reciting. Means reciting the mantra with the peak of, at a very high volume, high voice, as if something was stuck inside my body. I never realized it, but then subsequently when we were attending Babaji's program, he shared all these things that yes, such things will happen, whereby the negativity from your physical and your energy body will be getting released if you continue to do so. So that had really strengthened my thought process, and we continued to do it. That's what is happened. We attended several of his programs in Mumbai and also in Ahmedabad, where we got consecrated with Sri Vidya and other mantras, and we continued to do that. What we realized was my energy level shot up. My physical energy level shot up as if I was in 40s. See, that time I was, you can take it as 2018, so it is 4 years back. I was be around 59, 60.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
No, 8 years back, so it is around 58, yes. So I was 58 years of age, and I found that my energy level has shot up like anything. I never used to feel tired. That is one big thing which I observed. Working or doing activities right from morning to evening never made me feel that I need a rest.
Yes, definitely, because that cleansing of energy, or that excess energy or whatever we are doing in a whole day, we lose our energy in lot many ways, and managing everything, like not only family but business, where you have to look after so many things. And yeah, that spirituality is definitely one key factor which helps everyone. So let's come to your Anapanasati meditation journey, which you started 2 years back. So yeah, please tell me something about when you started this journey and how we can relate with your earlier journey, or yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, I was in Hyderabad in 2021. I had an assignment from 1st of April 2021, and I was in Hyderabad. In the month of September, exactly a year before, my wife gives me a call that I'm going to join JTTP 15, and as many of the persons in Bhopal have joined it. So I said, okay, you go ahead and join. But suddenly in the night, I decided that I should also join it. So it was really great on the part of a lady in Kolkata who was kind enough to take my call at 9:30, 10 in the night, and she registered me. And I was on the bandwagon of JTTP.
Wow.
So from the next day we started, and I tell you, the way JTTP was conducted is fantastic. Starting from the boot camp for the first 4 or 5 days, and then each day clearing each part of the body, astral body, physical body, chakras, and everything. I had learned all these things earlier in in the Shiv Yoga, So I could really feel the energies that were flowing down my body. I could really feel how it was really elevating my spiritual life. And what I further noticed is that during this 41 period, many things had changed. The first change which came was that the job where I was working, I had to quit.
Oh,
I was getting a handsome amount per month. But incidentally, the environment was not very pleasant. It was charged negatively. And I was really in doldrums as to do what. But then after 2 days of doing this, I was bold enough to go and convey that I'm quitting. And I'd quit my job.
okay.
It was a consultancy assignment, but it was a full-time engagement for almost as agreed for a period of 3 years. But then it lasted only for 7 months.
Okay.
And that was one. Secondly, during that period, I found that my body has become light. That was another thing which I observed. Means I never felt as I was dragging myself across anything.
Hmm.
Even I was moving on bike here and there in city, and I used to find that my energy levels were pretty high with respect to physical and mental faculties. So I learned Anapanasati Dhyan, and after those 41 days, I started doing it regularly. Initially, I used to, as told, I have to do it for 64 minutes. That's what is my present age at that time. So I used to do it for 65 minutes or so. And slowly, I developed my capacity. As of now, I'm able to sit straight away for 2.5 hours non-stop.
Yeah, yeah. So these things definitely helped you to increase faith, though you were already into spirituality, but practicing something religiously is different, definitely, which that I don't say that it's fear based, but that is something different. We cannot, especially I cannot put it in a words, but how it is after practicing, you're observing your breath. So, yeah, like in 2014, of course, you have gone through a lot of spiritual changes in your entire body, mind, and soul level. But how it is after starting this particular uh, meditation?
See, after starting this particular meditation, what I observed that I had become more peaceful. My acceptance level had increased tremendously for any situation that was coming forth. I'll share means what happened that when in before 2014, I had one saying in my mind that a soldier never quits till he's dead. Right? And this was the thought process that was going on. So as an entrepreneur, I never wanted to give up, however difficult it was. And this was the key thought that was prevailing at that point of time. And I literally fought nail and tooth to ensure that it stays there. The acceptance was not there.
Right, yeah.
So that acceptance was compelled by virtue of the situations created by the higher ups. And I had to break that thought of mine and accept. The moment I accepted, I found that things were altogether different, because now when I'm at this point of time, I realize one thing, that what has happened to me after 2014 was much more wonderful than what I was before 2014 in all terms. I gained on my health, number one. Number two, my knowledge base toward the spiritual life has increased tremendously, as I'm able to assimilate all my past experiences
Yeah.
and understand the gain that I have made in this spiritual journey. So they really don't bother me anymore if there is any change coming forth.
Right. Yeah.
I feel that it is for the brighter part of my life, for a better of my life, where destiny is taking me on a better course.
Question is rising now because see, when I just imagine yourself when you were an entrepreneur and now you're practicing something very differently. So how you are utilizing your whole day? Because earlier it was you're putting your whole energy into some materialistic things and of course finance, money, managing, running after a lot of things. If I'm not wrong, or please correct me if I'm wrong. Please
Yeah.
correct me. And how you are managing your 24 hours right now? What else you are doing and which kind of
Yeah, I'll share it that way. See, in Bhopal, I have formed one society by the name PDGG, that is Pyramid Dhyan Gyan Ganga Society.
wow, beautiful name.
And it's blessing of Patriji, I'll say. And during this period, it is done objectively with the purpose of serving the society and what we call is a Satya Karma. We conducted some 3-4 programs when I was in Bhopal. One was we conducted a training program for teachers across the state, in which we taught them meditation so that they teach meditation to students.
Beautiful.
And in the second part, we had called Brahmarshi Pitamaha Raghav Rao
Yes.
ji and conducted a Gita program in Bhopal. When I heard him, I was mesmerized. And after coming to Pune, immediately last month, I attend to his lectures daily. And I get up at 3:30, quarter to 4 in the morning, do silent meditation from 4 to 6:15. And from 6:30, his class starts on Gita. I attend that up to 7:30. It's an interactive session, wonderful. And that knowledge which he has imparted, the discourses which he is giving are so lucid and well spelled that it goes straight down in the head. The better part is that what he's teaching today is getting assimilated with whatever things which I never knew and with the experiences of my past. Thereby, I'm able to resolve my thinking process, refine it in a much better manner. So I means after 7:30, I get up ready and I leave for my work as a consultant. I reach my office by 9:15. Spend my day up to 6 o'clock there, and then 7 o'clock I'm back. I'm staying with my son, do some cooking, read some books in the night, and go to bed by 10:30. That's what has been my routine at this point of time. And I'm truly enjoying it.
Yeah.
And incidentally, Pune, there is a river by the side of my house, by the flat where I'm staying, that is Pavna River. So if I get time, I go and sit by the bank of the river and do meditation.
Wow. So, I mean, nature meditation, we can say it.
Yeah. Yes.
With water or in the nature, you get really very, very pure energy. And coming to Bhagavad Gita, as you said, at this age, though age doesn't matter and age is not a real factor in spiritual life, I can say. But still managing everything, getting up in the morning and then doing meditation, attending the class, and then going to work. Going to work, I mean, youngsters or those who are in middle age, they even cannot manage easily all these things. And after coming back with this beautiful, schedule. So, what is there in Bhagavad Gita? Could you please share or throw some light? Because I heard that Bhagavad Gita is complete management skill
Hmm.
for a businessman, for an entrepreneur, or those who are just managing family. Even managing family is not a small thing. So, what you have taken from that with the third class?
Means the gains which I have made are innumerable. And as you rightly said, age is only a number, right? You make it 65, you make it 56, it doesn't make a difference. The concepts which are mentioned in the Gita is, I'll say, doesn't have any bearing on time. It means shashwat hai. In a Hindi, if I call them, they are shashwat. They will be there till human is there on this planet, till eternity.
So we can say immortal.
Exactly, they are immortal for the mortal beings. The concepts of life, number one, and why we are on this planet, what are our objectives, what we need to do to improve our life. All these things are so well answered with respect to and in depth that it's not possible to get it anywhere. In fact, that part was missing in my earlier part of my life. Probably I would say that they were to come to me at this point of my life.
Mm.
It's almost a month now with him, and every day I'm learning something new, which is evolving me into a different orbit altogether, changing the way I work, changing the way I look at people. I'll simply accept here that, see, with respect to religion, I had a different look at one point of time, but that has totally melted down. It has broken many of my belief system, the meditation as well as this Gita Gyan. In fact, meditation has helped me a lot because when I sit for meditation, I find that as far as this physical or the seven bodies of human being is concerned, it's a universal phenomena for everybody on this planet. How we address it, what is the importance of our intentions, how to uphold the intention in a manner that it gives a boost to our life and to everybody's life.
Right. Yeah.
Means we are made to think in that direction. What we earlier used to be on a selfish path. Today, when I go back, and I was in a selfish path earlier, and today my path is different. I look in the common good of everybody. See, those 2 hours of meditation has literally overhauled my mind and set it in the direction that it need to be.
So yeah, that faith, that surrenders, I can say that you believed that where it need to be, right?
Where it need to be.
Yeah, because you know that universe is doing very perfectly. So
Yeah.
whatever is happening for a wonderful reason.